Welcome to another broadcast of the Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Thursday mornings at 9:30 at the Lorain County Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and as always, you are invited to attend.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning and welcome to the February 24th meeting of the Lorain County Board of Commissioners. Leadership Lorain County's calendar for today has a quote from Billy Rolland, who is a 2004 Eric Nord Award recipient. He says, "It's amazing what you can do if you just concentrate on it." Madam Clerk.
At 10 o'clock, William Harper, the Director of Lorain County Board of Mental Health, will be here. And under the resolutions, number 1, Job and Family Services bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Investments.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Transfers.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Advances and repayments.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Requisitions.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Travel expenses.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
I do not believe there's any personnel. Is there, Mr. Cordes?
And I would like to request a brief executive session to continue our discussions on new hires and also a matter of collective bargaining. Both issues are permissible under the Sunshine Law.
Number 10, authorize the release of retainage to Puska's Landscape, Inc., Lorain, in the amount of $2,304 plus interest as final payment for work performed at Lorain County Justice Center. All necessary paperwork has been received.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Urge the Ohio General Assembly and Governor to approve a compact with the Eastern Shawnee Tribe of Oklahoma to allow Indian gaming in the state of Ohio and particularly in the city of Lorain.
So moved.
I'll second.
Discussion. Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Accept and journalize an expedited 2-type annexation for 91.23 acres of land in the township of LaGrange to the village of LaGrange, Ohio. Paul E. Blevins is the agent for petitioner. All we're doing is accepting it today. Within 20 to 25 days, an ordinance basically with the city services will become correct, Jerry?
Thank you for yourself.
Is there a agreement between the parties? Do
There's
we
not
have-
an agreement.
There's not an agreement?
That's what they have the next 20 to 25 days to work out. Is that correct, Jerry?
Well, this is another new type of
Having all kinds
annexation.
of
This
fun.
is something totally different that we have not had before. This is different than the one where they submit an agreement. Basically, this goes out to the township, and the township has 20 days in which to file an objection for certain reasons, and depending on what the township does or somebody else, we go from there. So this may or may not end up with a formal written agreement. It's different than the one expedited 1 procedure. This is expedited 2.
So if we pass this today,
No, all we're doing, the law requires us to acknowledge on the record when we received it, so it kicks off the time that all these things have to happen.
and then there'll be public hearings and things?
There
maybe.
will be, yes, it will come back to us another time.
Okay.
We don't have to set a date for this, Jerry?
No.
No.
Okay.
We wait to see what happens.
But this starts the clock.
Right.
Correct.
Ticking. Also move.
Second.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla.
Aye.
Under Children and Families Council, approve a continuation of the contract with Emmanuel United Methodist Church between the Board of Commissioners as administrative agent for the council for the FY05 Help Me Grow, effective March 1st, 2005 through June 30, 2005, and shall be in the sum of $27,288.70.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Authorize the Executive Director of Children and Families Council to submit proposals for FY06 Help Me Grow initiative.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Under Community Development Department, approve the Enterprise Zone Tax Abatement Agreement between the City of Avon Lake, Ohio, and Alumaloy Metal Casting Company, Inc. for 75% over 10 years on a proposed investment of $1,250,000 and the creation of 50 full-time jobs.
Mr. Twining?
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Ron Twining, Twining, and I'm with the Community Development Department. I'm an employee of the Board of County Commissioners. I'm pleased today to give you the highlights on this tax abatement. It was negotiated and approved by the City of Avon Lake. Both the Avon Lake Schools and JVS have been given their 14-day notification of this abatement. It is 75% abatement for 10 years on the investment of $1,250,000 investment in real and personal property. This is a company that is owned by Dennis Daniels. Dennis is here today, and I'm sure when I'm done will like to make a few comments to the Board of Commissioners. The company is Alumaloy Metal Castings Company. They're presently located in Cleveland. They are relocating to Walker Road in Avon Lake. They are creating 50 jobs here in Lorain County. These are full-time jobs. They have received the necessary waiver from the Ohio Department of Development on the relocation from the City of Cleveland to Avon Lake. Avon Lake has approved the tax abatement by ordinance number 15-2005 on January 28th. And Jerry Ennis has reviewed and approved the agreement as set forward. Alumaloy is moving into, I believe, the former Aero Aluminum business, which is out of business, and the building was vacant. We're very excited about this company moving to Lorain County and the 50 jobs that they've committed to creating. With this, we have, as a staff, reviewed the documents. Both Rebecca Jones and Brian Barker have worked with them. The commissioners and the county administrator will remember, I think, your second day on January 17th. You had an opportunity in the afternoon to meet with Mr. Daniels and our Port Authority. With that, we are strongly recommending approval of this tax abatement, and I would ask that you allow Mr. Daniels to make a brief presentation to the commissioners.
Thank you, Ron. Mr. Daniels, welcome.
Good morning. We are a small permanent mold aluminum foundry. We do exactly what the former company did in the building, so it's not really a change of use. Mayor Berner from Avon Lake was very instrumental in dragging us over here to see the facility and try to make it our new home. He's been working hard for about 6 months for us. We manufacture parts for like Mack trucks, Volvo, Carrier. We make some parts for the Hummer Jeep, and basically just an industrial product, engineered industrial product. We do casting, heat treating, machining, and that's about all.
Thank you.
Questions? Commissioners?
Just a comment, I'm very happy that you chose to move to Lorain County.
The city or legal counsel for Avon Lake is here. I just skipped back to ask if they had any comments, and at this point they do not have any further comments, but I would echo Mr. Daniels' comments that Avon Lake has certainly been an integral part of this move, so our hats are off to Avon Lake.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Twining. I'll move for approval as submitted.
Second.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Authorize the appointment of David Street as Commissioner Ted Kalo's alternate to Lorain County Planning Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Excuse me, Mr.
Oh, I'm
Kayla.
sorry.
Aye.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Domestic Relations, approve Lorain County Domestic Relations funding of $30,000 to be requested from the Juvenile Accountability Discretionary Grant. This will provide for the continuation of Lorain County Public Schools attendance program, specifically the partial salary of a social worker. There is a catch match of $3,333 required of the Youth Service Subsidy Fund number 22501-1451-492-501, project income.
Also move.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Under the engineer, approve and enter into subdividers and escrow agreement between Lorain County Board of Commissioners and Rich Barron for Willow Creek Eden LLC for Willow Creek Number 3 subdivision in Eden Township. The estimated construction cost is $275,000, and certificate of insurance was filed by the Hoffman Group, Berea, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Mr. Cordes, County Administrator?
One comment, we had one of our first transit focus group last night. And a few of the commissioners were there. I thought it went rather well. There was a lot of interest on the community's part, some of the people that we invited. We're going to continue to have them. We have another one tonight. Just for the record, those are invite only, so I don't want to mislead anybody, but I was very encouraged by the things we heard last night and the amount of people that came and came prepared to have logical, articulate dialogue on what they believe the needs in the community are and their support for developing and expanding resources to meet those needs. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll have more to come, and we'll be keeping the board very well apprised of where we're going with those issues. And I saw one of our commissioners writing a lot of notes last night, so I think there's going to be a lot of questions asked. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ennis, Assistant County Prosecutor?
I don't have anything for the commissioners this morning.
Thank you, Jerry.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
Commissioners report.
Well, Jim stole my thunder. I was going to talk about the transit, but that's okay. That's all. Thank you.
Just like to commend Mayor Piscura from Sheffield Lake last night. He had his first community meeting on the planned development of the waterfront and the Shoreway Shopping Center. He had a turnout of about 200 citizens. They did a very nice presentation, so I wish them good luck in Sheffield Lake.
I have no report.
Board correspondence.
I move the reading be waived.
Second.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Public comment?
Anyone wishing to address the board, please come to the microphone and state your name.
David? No.
Well, do you want to go into your executive session?
Yeah. I just want to comment on item number 13 under board correspondence. It's a public hearing Congressman Brown is going to have at the Ernfelt Recreation and Senior Complex in Strongsville on March 7th. That complex has been named after former Mayor Wally Ernfelt, who passed away rather suddenly a couple years ago. He was a longtime member of NOACA, and I think it's fitting that Strongsville has decided to name that recreation complex after him. He was a grand fellow. Oh, you're going to talk to us now?
I'll give you one brief public comment. I, too, was at the transit meeting last night, and I told the county administrator it was the most substantial and focused and articulate conversation about Lorain County Transit that I've been to, and I've been here 10 years, and looking for such conversation. And also that those sessions were taped, and I look forward to an announcement of when they will be there will be some airing of those on the Lorain County Community College station, probably sometime like when the commissioners' meetings get done. So thanks for that. It was really good.
I got to make a comment, David. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate how you got in, so it was nice to see you last night.
I was invited.
I'm remembering an old Steven Seagal movie where the Admiral said that if I can't control you, I might as well use you. So we'll be calling upon you to assist us with some of this stuff in the future. And I really appreciated your input last night.
Anyone else? Okay, I move we go into executive session for the purposes outlined by the administrator.
Second.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
And we're going to return at 10 o'clock to hear Mr. Harper.
Commissioners have reconvened from executive session.
Mr. Harper, you're here to talk to us about the Lorain County Board of Mental Health, and I believe you're, oh, you brought us a drawing too, your new structure.
We brought a drawing for you
All right.
of both our new offices and more importantly, the recovery center that we've been working on. This project actually started back when Amy Levin was the executive director of the board. She wrote in a capital plan to the state, to the Ohio Department of Mental Health. One of our projects that we were hoping for was the development of a recovery center. And that was back in September of 2000, I believe. I was lucky enough to start in this job in December of 2002, and that month the Ohio Department of Mental Health approached us and indicated that they would be willing to give us a grant of $300,000 for the project. Doesn't sound like a lot of money, but the State Department of Mental Health only has a couple of $1 million statewide to spend every year. I think in fact the current budget is about $1.2 million. So we felt very fortunate to be the recipient of that grant. And so we've been busy ever since putting together both the plan for this building, but I think more importantly the plan for what's going to go on in the building. The building is really the shell for what's going to go on there. Gathering Hope House is a new not-for-profit that we helped to create. One of the requirements of the grant from the State Department of Mental Health was that the program would be directed by an organization that had a majority of its board members who were mental health consumers. And so Gathering Hope House has a board of 9 people from Lorain County, 5 of whom are actually people recovering from a severe mental illness. And we're very proud of the work that they're doing. They've hired an executive director, Jack Cameron, who has many, many years of experience in the mental health field. He comes from the Massillon-Canton area. And they're in the process of hiring other staff. They've hired Tracy Jacobs as their associate director. Tracy herself is a person who is recovering from a severe mental illness and finishing up her master's degree right now at Case Western, and has lived in Lorain County for many years. So what's going to go on in this program is this is a recovery center that will assist the 2,000 or so adults with severe mental illness that we serve every year in Lorain County to move to the next level with their recovery. And recovery means that folks are going to be working, getting a job. That will certainly help them get to that point. It will also help them to deal with their whole health, not only their mental health. One of the parts of the program will be a fitness program. Actually have a fitness center there where people can work on their physical or their somatic health, because the research is getting clearer and clearer all the time that if you're in good shape, your mental health is going to be improved as well. And we know that that works even with people with severe mental illness. One of the other hallmarks of this program is it will be open on every holiday of the year. One of the biggest problems our people have is the loneliness and the isolation that they feel, because often they're cut off from friends and family, and they need a place to go, both on weekends and in holidays. So it's going to be open a minimum 6 days a week and all holidays, and I think they're actually planning to have it open 365 days a year. The program itself will be operating typically from 8 in the morning until 8 at night, and it will complement the programs that we currently have at the Nord Center and Far West Center, where they'll continue to provide treatment and rehabilitation, but this will be an opportunity for people to work on their recovery with others and directed by others who themselves have recovered from a severe mental illness. So we're real excited about the program. I should mention also that we're planning to move our offices into the building. It's about a 19,000 square foot building. We're not going to add anything to the footprint of the building. It's all going to be renovation work. And there was enough room there for us to move our offices from our current location near the Midway Mall. And One of the great things about that is within 7 years we'll break even on that move compared to the cost here to what we're paying in rent right now. So we're excited about being able to save some money with doing that as well. We'll also be able to share, there's a large multi-purpose room that's going to be included in the Recovery Center. We'll be able to use that for trainings and so forth for staff and share some of that space. So be glad to respond to any questions you have. We've got Marita Ferguson here, who is one of our board members, of course, longtime board member, and Charlie Neff, who is our Director of Operations. In case you have some real detailed questions about the money, I brought him along.
You see his name on sheets that come with money and information.
Yes,
Right.
yes, he's the man in charge of that, yeah, yeah.
And Marita, welcome. Questions, commissioners?
No, I just had the questions, and that's why you're here today, I imagine. The $1.9 million for renovating the Januzzi building?
That's correct.
And that's where you're going to have your offices and...
And
what
the
else is-
Recovery Center.
And the Recovery Center that's located in this building right now?
It's actually nowhere right now.
It's nowhere.
Right. The Nord Center had a program in an old schoolhouse in Lorain called a rehabilitation center, and the people who are served there will be served in this new building. So.
Okay. And this is located, this isn't near the...
It's right on
Januzzi-
North Ridge Road where the Januzzi shoe store was.
Okay.
So we actually, one of the I guess the interesting sidelights to this project was that Ed Baker, who was our board president at the time when we were searching for a building, actually had some conversations with Mr. Januzzi before he passed on about the possibility of acquiring this property. After he passed on, there were a number of months passed, and we had an opportunity to talk with Roland Januzzi and Carmelina, and it indeed worked out for us to purchase the building. And we feel like we have a legacy that we have to carry on with what a philanthropist he was in the community and a strong supporter. And so it's going to continue to be known as the Januzzi building, but we'll be having our offices there in the program.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming in and
Oh,
sharing all the information
My
with us.
pleasure. I should mention while I'm here, we did go through the bidding process and have selected a contractor to do the work, and our bids came in about $200,000 less than what
I
we
saw
budgeted.
that.
So we're
Very
really,
good.
really excited about that.
I think you, the information said you had 23 bidders.
We did. It was wonderful.
Very good.
And it turned out the low bidder was one contractor, so we'll have that kind of coordination going on, which is just great. Certainly, we will be paying prevailing wage in the project, and the contractor will, certainly will use as many subs from Lorain County as possible. The winning bid went to Fiorilli Construction out of Cleveland, and they've done a lot of work for Case Western Reserve. They also, the most recent project they had was the French Creek Square strip mall there in Avon, Route 83 and 254. They just completed that project. So they're anxious to get started. We're anxious to get in the building, and we're planning to do a groundbreaking, we're not really breaking ground, but to do a groundbreaking ceremony that we'd like to have you there for on St. Patrick's Day, which happens to be our board meeting day. I believe it's at 3 o'clock. And this is just a little family superstition that every building that my family has built in the last 100 years, we've broken ground on St. Patrick's Day. I come from a long line of Irish Catholics, and since we were pretty close to that, I thought, hey, don't mess with history here. Let's get the luck of the Irish on our side.
Looks like a nice project, though. I just want to urge Fiorelli to make sure that they consider our local contractors, like the dollars churning in our county.
Absolutely, and we've definitely emphasized that with them from square one. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
You have something, Mr. Cortez?
Yeah, I think that, you done with your presentation?
Yes.
Commissioners, Phil, this is Phil's last meeting with us.
Oh, is he still here? Oh, there he is in front. Yes.
Phil's moving on, and he's going to be going to a larger assignment, I guess, at a larger newspaper, Phil?
But not a better one.
Al, why don't you pan around and catch Phil, so we have him forever.
Got you on candid camera.
Do you have any parting words, Phil?
take care of Lorain County.
Well, you'll be back?
I'll be back to visit.
Okay.
Maybe you'll come back to play at the casino.
Yeah, I like to throw dice.
We wish you good luck, Phil. You've been covering us for a while, and I think we've all had a very good relationship with you. And on behalf of the board and myself, we wish you goodwill and Godspeed in your new job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil. I believe that concludes our business for today. I move we adjourn.
Second.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Thank you.
Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Thursday mornings at 9:30 at the Lorain County Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and as always, you are invited to attend. Welcome to another broadcast of the Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Thursday mornings at 9:30 at the Lorain County Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and as always, you are invited to attend.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and welcome to the February 17th meeting of the Lorain County Board of Commissioners. Madam Clerk.
At 10:15, there will be an appointment for Marilyn Fedicek Harley at Lorain County Preservation Network and Sarah Hobbs from Cleveland Restoration Society Heritage Home Loan Program. Under Resolutions Number 1, Job and Family Services Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
No investments. Appropriations.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Transfers.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Advances and repayments.
So moved.
Second.
Was there any? Two, okay. Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms.
Aye.
Kayla? Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Requisitions.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Travel expenses.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Bills.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Under the Commissioners, authorize various personnel actions as indicated on the summary for employees within jurisdiction of Lorain County Board of Commissioners.
Commissioners, at the end of our regularly scheduled meeting, I'd like to have an executive session to specifically talk about new hires and also a matter pending litigation. Both issues are allowed under the Sunshine Law. Thank you.
Number 10, establish charges for record storage, microfilming, and/or scanning by Lorain County Record Center for 2005 for the agencies and departments outside the general fund, and public records request for copies for microfilm or scan image in accordance with ORC 143.43.
Also move.
Second.
Discussion.
You have
Blair?
comments, Mr. Cordes?
Just a brief one, Commissioners. We've been working on this for about a year, trying to establish some costs. We had inquiries sometime back from one or two of our peers in the townships to be able to use the Record Center as more of a universal center for the entire county rather than just for county archives and county records. This is a step in that direction. I anticipate that we will be able to provide services to some of the smaller jurisdictions with microfilming, digital imagery, and record storage and maintenance and retrieval along some of the lines that we've talked about at the community lines and in other venues to have globalized services so that we have one center that's serving not just county but the political jurisdictions within Lorain County, and this is a step in that direction. I'm very pleased that we're turning that corner. Plus, another issue you'll be dealing with soon as an architect to expand the center now that we have more room there with people moving out, going to the Justice Center. We're growing in leaps and bounds, and I'm very excited about being able to grow this center for the entire county, and I appreciate the Commissioner's support on that and the good work by Lynn Wallace and her staff down at the Record Center. Thank you.
And we're happy to have it.
Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Authorized release of retainage of Carroll Glass and Maintenance, Euclid, Ohio, in the amount of $66,888 plus interest as final payment for work performed on Lorain County Justice Center project. All necessary paperwork has been completed.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Blair?
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kukowski?
Aye.
Establish notice rules for meetings of the Lorain County Board of Commissioners.
And Jerry, you just want to briefly tell us what this is about.
Under the Sunshine Law, the law establishes minimum notice requirements that any public body are supposed to give, letting persons know when their meetings are going to be. There's a little phrase in that law that says that each body should actually adopt a rule. So what I'm recommending to all my public bodies is they go ahead and adopt a rule incorporating all the Sunshine Law requirements, just to make sure we're not missing some little technical glitch there. So all this is doing